Hey guys, BrickWizard59 here, today coming at you with yet another LEGO Star Wars set review, and this is set number 7103, the Jedi Duel. It's ages 7 to 12 and came out in the year 2002 as part of the Star Wars Attack of the Clones movie line. Now this set definitely was a great deal. It was only $10, and what I really love about this set, and I'll get a bit more into that in the final thoughts, but I really love what that Star Wars was doing back in the 2002 line, was putting iconic figures in cheap sets for many people to get. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the set. Alright, so basically we have two parts here. We of course have Dooku's speeder, and then we also have the docking crane. And then here are the two minifigures in the set. So, but without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. Alright, the first minifigure in the set is of course Master Yoda. Now this minifigure, you can see this was the first time they actually had the short LEGO minifigure legs released, which is kind of cool. But you can see on his torso, it's pretty simple actually. You of course have a small belt with a couple of pouches, and then you can see some of his interior robes with a bit of a necklace, and he of course carries his green lightsaber. Moving along to the side, you can see he has no arm printing or leg printing. And then here on the back, you could see he of course has some simple back printing, but I definitely think it really adds something to this minifigure. The other side exactly identical. Moving along back to the front. And of course, as I said, he does have a bright green lightsaber with the chrome hilt. So that is Master Yoda. And the second minifigure, which is actually exclusive to this set, as this minifigure was only released in this set, before which he was then released in the Dooku Solar Sailor. So this is definitely a pretty rare figure. It goes for around $15 on Brooklink and eBay. But let's go ahead and take a look. You can see he does have a black torso with some very minimal detailing of a belt and a bit of a chain which holds his cape in place. No leg printing. He has no back printing as well, with a dark brown cloth cape or fabric cape. And then you can see his headpiece looks pretty interesting. It has like the beard along with a couple of like stress marks on his cheeks. And then he of course also has his like eyes with like markings below them. And then he of course has the pretty ordinary gray headpiece. And then of course he has a chrome hilted lightsaber which is red. And the cool part is the actual lightsaber is curved compared to just your ordinary LEGO lightsaber. So I thought that was kind of cool. But there is a look at Count Dooku. Alright, so first off, we'll take a look at the docking crane. Now this is definitely a pretty simple build, doesn't have too much to it, and pretty much the main features of this build, you can actually lift this piece up like so, and that'll allow it to swing back and forth. And then you can of course lock it back in place. And then also you can control it from up here, moving it up and down, side to side. So it's definitely a pretty simple build. Pretty much the only reason this was included in the set is because this was actually in a hangar bay, and so they decided just to include a docking crane. And I'm not sure if you can do this, or this was actually a listed feature, but like the new Duel on Geonosis, you can actually end up putting Yoda on the crane. So he can basically go ahead and swing around, and like if you want to simulate the battle between him and Count Dooku. But I mean, that's pretty much it for the crane. Alright, so here is a look at Dooku's speeder bike. And definitely this is actually a really nice build. I really do love it. When I first saw images of it, I wasn't too pleased. And the only reason of that was because if you look at it here, on the cover, it looks like a really bright blue compared to what it actually is, the sand blue color. And now that it's actually found out that it is in a sand blue color, I really do love it a lot more. So basically, you got the small armor plating in the front, along with the handle where Dooku would hold on. and basically it's just connected with a modified plate. You have two studs here where you can actually take Count Dooku and place him on, and you do of course need to remove his lightsaber, but he just fits on like so. The cape does bend, which does annoy me a bit, but you could of course take his cape on and put him on. So I'll just remove him once again. Here on the side, we do have this piece here. It's really good to get some of these elements in sand blue. You of course have these two slopes, or modified slopes, and the cool part is these are actually printed, which I really do love about this set. I really love printed bricks compared to stickers, but you can kind of see the printing is a bit off on the second brick over there. And anyways, then on the back you do have a couple of shields, which is actually really cool. These are both like Knight's Kingdom minifigure shields. And then you do have a couple of clips here, which is actually where you can end up putting Dooku's lightsaber when he's not using it. Again, here's just a look at the back. There's a better look at that shield. And here's a look at the other side. So that's it for Count Dooku's bike. And here's just a look at the instruction manual. This is a look at the front box art. Pretty straightforward. And then here's just a quick look at a few of the pages inside. Pretty straightforward. But what I do like is that they did have like this cool like background for each piece. Or each page, sorry. And then the back, which I really do like, are some advertisements for some other sets. Here we have Bounty Hunter Pursuit, which I do have a review of. And then here is Tusken Raider Encounter, a set I actually have with me right now, and I will be reviewing that very soon. On the other side, we got Jango Fett Slave 1, Obi-Wan's Starfighter, again the set I'm reviewing right now, and a few other smaller sets over here. And then here's just a look at the back. So there's just a quick look at the instructions. And that's going to do it for the review of set number 7103, the Jedi Duel. So all in all, this is definitely a pretty solid set. You can't really go wrong with it. There isn't really any cons to the set because, I mean, for a $10 set, you really do get a lot with two iconic minifigures, a nice build with the speeder bike, and a nice little extra with the crane. I do like how they added some more of that playability in the crane. And what I really love about this 2002 line is that they actually made the sets really affordable, as all the iconic or main characters of the movie were all found in pretty cheap sets. This, you got, of course, Yoda and Dooku in this $10 set. You got Anakin in a $10 set. You got Obi-Wan in a $10 set. Or in a $15 set. So definitely pretty affordable for people to definitely get all the main characters they love. And actually during this line you saw they had the smaller sets here, which were also very affordable because you got Darth Vader and Emperor in a $7 set. You got Luke in a $7 set. You got Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in $7 sets. So I really love that they were really trying to target people with all sorts of incomes and allowances. But that's pretty much it for this set. So thank you so much for watching. This is BrickWizard59. Definitely stay tuned for more LEGO Star Wars reviews coming in the very near future. And definitely subscribe and check out some of my other LEGO Star Wars reviews. But thank you so much for watching. This is BrickWizard59, and I'll see you all next time.